I want to discuss with you guys exactly how I made millions of dollars at the age of 30. In fact, right now I'm 34, but I made my first million when I turned 30. And I want this to be maybe a channel or a video for people that are feeling a little bit annoyed that maybe they're a little late in the game. They see all these teenagers and people in their early 20s and they're like, wow, why are they making so much money and I haven't done anything? Or is it too late for me? Or I feel like it's too late for me, and all that stuff. I want this to be a little bit of a reminder to all of you guys that it's fine. I started really my online journey at 29. That was in business. I started my first investments really in 2017. So that would have been, that's 8 years ago. So I would have been 26. That was when I did my first investment into crypto. So we're going to be discussing how I actually made millions in this video. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm not selling you anything. There's no links in the description. All I ask in return is that you subscribe to this channel. That's it. I just want to grow this channel as a place for me to build a community of like-minded individuals who want to build a business. Maybe they want to build a personal brand. Maybe they want to be successful on the internet, or maybe they just want to start a bricks and mortar ice cream shop in their local town, but they want a community of entrepreneurs because maybe there's no entrepreneurs around there. So I want that, and I want to do it in a way that I haven't seen done yet on YouTube, which is me just talking to the camera. There's no editing, there's no fancy anything. It's just raw discussions, data, and hopefully value. So subscribe if you want to support this. If you don't know me, my name's Connor. I've run one of the, not the largest, but a large YouTube channel in the crypto niche. I also have a smaller YouTube channel in the crypto niche. Both of those make me a significant amount of revenue. I also run an influencer marketing agency, and I also have multiple investments across stocks, crypto, and property. So if you have any questions in any of those places, ask me in the comment section, because right now there's not really many people here. So we're building this tiny little community, but hopefully we can continue to grow it. So leave me a comment. And today we're going to be talking about how I actually made this money. So it all started in 2017 when I made my first investment into Bitcoin and a little bit of crypto. But don't worry, this isn't a video about, oh, you should definitely go out and buy Bitcoin. Like, nah, I think the very best thing to do is start a business. That's what I think the very best thing to do. And that's what I think everyone who has the gumption and the drive to do so should do. Now, people who don't want to start a business, who don't want to do that, don't do it. It doesn't matter. Turn off the video. It makes no sense for you to do it because you don't want to do it. And don't feel like you need to do it because you don't. But the people who want it, I wanted it so bad. I wanted to make money. My driving factor was making money. However, now that I've made some money, it's no longer a driving factor. But it's great because I can walk along the street right now, Friday afternoon, not a care in the world, do whatever I want. No one tells me what to do. Me and my girlfriend, we travel around the world. We do anything. She visits her family, I visit my family. It's great. Life's great because I don't have a job, right? But I do have commitments and I do have a lot of work, but I love doing it every single day. So it all started in 2017. I bought Bitcoin and I bought some crypto. The number went up loads, right? I thought I was a G. I put 3K in, it made $75,000. I thought I was financially free and everything was great. Then I lost it all because it was a bear market. Didn't take any profits, didn't sell any, didn't do nothing. Lost it all, depressed. This is horrible. Can't believe I've done this. I'm so dumb, beating myself up. All of the stuff you can imagine if you lose that sort of money. It's a horrible feeling. Then in the middle of like 2018, 2019, someone called me. My friend, not a call, he texted me on Facebook Messenger, and he told me about how he was making money online. And I was like, what? Like, I knew about crypto. I knew there was like stocks and stuff. And I knew about like real normal businesses, but I didn't know anything about like Amazon FBA, which is what he was doing. And he explained it to me. And then he went on his merry way and never spoke to me again. I assume he was partying or something. I just popped up into his mind. I don't know. But that set me on this course where I went on YouTube and I searched how to make money online. What is Amazon FBA? And I came across drop shipping. And I came across Shopify dropshipping, specifically where you build your own website and you start to sell products. And I went through it, right? And I was like, wow, there's actually people who seem like they're really making money here. And, I was like, that's it. I'm doing it. 100% I'm doing this. And over time, it was like 2018 late, I started doing it. And I lost loads of money. I'm throwing money into the pit, but I'm learning, right? One of my biggest pieces of advice or lessons that I can share with anyone is, in the pursuit of business, whether it's building a business or it's like investing, you're going to be throwing money at some point into what feels like a fire, a proverbial fire, right? I have an investment into a Bitcoin mining company, and throughout the whole bear market that we just had, which was 2021 or 2022-ish, all the way up to about 24, I was throwing money onto this pit because I saw this company that I thought, they're producing so much Bitcoin and they're doing what no one else is doing. I'm not going to go into it, but I'm just going to put a bit of money here every month. And every month I was throwing money into that fire, just throwing money into the fire, throwing money into the fire. And then one day, over the course of about 2 weeks, it went up about 10x. So I made loads of money, but I had to do 2 years of throwing money onto the fire. Exactly the same can be said for this Shopify dropshipping. I was throwing money into the fire. I was buying products, I was spending money on ads, I was spending money on Shopify subscriptions, all of that stuff. And it felt like I was throwing money onto the fire until I came across like a random dog product or animal product or something, right? And it did well. And I made about $2,000 and I resigned from my job. And I was like, nah, I don't need to work for anyone anymore because I got this. Bearing in mind, I had been saving my money for a long time. I always say it's great to have an emergency fund, 6 months to a year of living expenses, so you really can put your all into something. Anyway, so quit my job, started going all in on e-com. Rona and COVID happened and I got locked down. So I put all of my eggs in one basket and I focused on it, found a product and it worked. And I just grinded on that, grinded, and I made about $100,000, right? So right now, if you're thinking, how do I make money online? One very good option right now is e-commerce. What I used to do was Facebook ads. Facebook ads still works, Google ads still works, but you also have TikTok and TikTok Shop. I have a bunch of friends who are making a ton of money on TikTok Shop. So go and research it, go look. I'm not doing it because I got something else now, but that would be where I would go right now. Anyway, so there was something that happened. I think it was called the adpocalypse. And basically it meant that the way we were doing ads didn't work anymore. So I had to go out and figure out how we could make it work again. Something about the Google Pixel or the pixels, they changed so you couldn't track data as much. Anyway, so I decided I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I'm going to start making YouTube content because this is my opportunity, right? I'm just going to do it. And I gave myself the goal of making one piece of content every single day about whatever it is, something to do with finances, how to make money online, crypto, stocks, whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm going to also talk about it on YouTube. So I was still doing the e-commerce, but I was also doing YouTube. And then the e-commerce, it started to get hard and hard. And I got to a junction where I was like, I need to put all of my time into one thing. So I need to choose. And I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. I always wanted to make content. So I'm going to do that. Now, that's not to say that e-com wouldn't work or won't work. I believe it will work. I have a friend who makes a ton of money as well. And the great thing about being in this space is you meet a bunch of people and you become friends with a bunch of people who are in the similar mindset, similar place. And then you can say things like, oh, my friend's doing really well in this aspect or this aspect. So it's great. Anyway, so I went all in on YouTube, right? And I saw success after that 4-month period of doing content every single day. When I saw that success, I met other people who were doing the same sort of content in the same sort of space that were blowing up at the same sort of time. And we made a little group. And that group became what is my influencer marketing agency now. And we started this influencer marketing agency because I saw a space where, you know, people were reaching out to me to work with me and my channel, but I can only make one video for them or whatever, right? But what about all the other YouTubers that I know that I could also help get sponsorships and get deals? And then as a company, if we facilitate that, of course, for sure, we can make some money from that. So we started that. So the YouTube channel went up. Because of the YouTube channel, I saw a gap in the market that you never would have seen if it wasn't for the YouTube channel, right? Which was the influencer marketing agency. So with some buddies, we built an influencer marketing agency. So we run both of those simultaneously as by trying to grow the YouTube channels as much as possible. And then while I was making money in that space, I was also investing into crypto, stocks, and slowly, of course, buying property is very difficult. You need a lot of money, but slowly trying to buy some properties. And I bought my first property over in Dubai I think it was 2022 at the start. And what that did was show me over the next couple of years, wow, you can make money here. I kept putting the money there. I kept moving it from crypto into property as we went into a boom and bust cycles. crypto into property, and then I made a bunch of money, or the prices of those properties went up. I didn't actually make any money, right? We have cash flow, use that cash flow to pay off the properties and that sort of thing. But what I then saw in that was there's an opportunity here for trying to help people find good opportunities in property, and then also developing some property and all of that. And I met people from investing into property that helped me, and we together built businesses in that niche. So then we have companies in property, companies in influencer relations, and then my YouTube channel, which is focused on my investing and what I do to make money. And all of those together amalgamated into me being able to make money online, and a significant amount of money online. And right now, what I've done is I've met enough people, and I have a big enough network where I can find people that are really good at their job and that can come and build these businesses with me, so I can focus on the content creation. So now if I have an idea, I have a network that's big enough that I can go to one of them and say, hey, we should do this idea together, and we build it together. And then what I do is I use my reach and my content creation skills to create leads for those businesses. And that's what I did to make millions here online. And that really is quite literally the blueprint of exactly what happens. Now, of course, I'm big stepping over like huge periods of time that were hard. And that's what I want people to realize, is this is not an easy thing to do. It's not going to happen overnight. This is from 2017 all the way to 2025, right? So 8 years of being in this mental space where I'm willing to work, I'm willing to sacrifice, I'm willing to take risks with my capital. So what we need to do is, or what I needed to do, was build up that safety net so I could take risks, right? And yeah, it's going to be tough depending on your financial position, depending on your relationship status. Does your partner support you in this? Does your partner want you to do this? Do they want safety? Are they risk takers? Or do they let you take the risks, or will they not let you take the risks? Those are all important factors. And I think, it's a big part of anyone's business and their journey. But yeah, that's the journey. That's how I did it. And if you have any specific questions, let me know. I love sharing these stories, and I'm willing to really share anything with you guys. Just ask me in the comment section. And if you can do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel so I can continue having these talks with you. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.